Flash from Peanut and the blue buff steal, and then 2v2. No lane. I mean, every lane this is Faker.
I mean, look at this. The Rake not even connecting.
We haven't seen a duo lane out-duel Wolf and Bang really at any point this season. Now Haru trying on the Prophet. That's 4 defensive flashes already.
Flash forward from Cube. Peanut's here to try to back this one up. Cocoon comes through, lands onto Haru, but Prophet's still going to go down as Cube finds the first blood, and now Peanut. A bit of a rough spot. Cube doesn't have the cooldowns up to jump onto him, to lock him down with the twisted advance, so Peanut makes it out, but look at now losing the Raptors as well. Haru sitting in the brush. Peanut
more.
Check this. No, he does not. Into the line coming through. Peanut low, and you
oh
see,
my God!
He takes his hands off the keyboard. He knows that he's dead, just gets popped.
Wow. He had flash up as well, but instant burst, a nice animation cancel. No repel, you notice.
Coming into from the back, Crown roaming down, has the realm warp ready to go. Cube gonna flash in, locks down Bang, but the wild growth comes through, but he's just taking so much damage from Haru. They take him out. Looks like they won't be able to find more. Haru's slowing up Wolf. He's trying to chip away at him as best as he can, but from a must ban as well as of late.
All alone.
Oh, that thought that was Cube. Yes, as you say, all alone. We'll go ahead, pop the Maelstrom, flashes away, trying to get closer to his team. The Cocoon won't connect, and he's only down to half HP, still relatively tanky and healthy here on the Maokai, so he will make it out. They get the flash away from him, so that's an engaged threat taken away.
Could go back and teleport, but that would give that big teleport window over to Prophet. They're switching in mid because Haru's there already.
I mean, they have the fast track on this, but now Skt going to try to pinch from below. Cube still going to be the target in the front lines. Can't last too much longer. Getting HP back from the Sap Magic passive, but he will go down at the end. And now Ruler chased out by Faker. Falls 2 kills on the board suddenly for SK Telecom. And they're going to be looking for more. Faker coming over the wall. The Assassin's Path won't be able to find a way back in, but Samsung, a bit too overzealous, trying to knock down that inner turret in mid. They get punished. More calls like that, the later this game goes.
To slow Drake. Here's Faker now.
Faker's nearby. TP's going to be coming through. Mount Drake does go over to Samsung, but Cube's getting locked down. Prophet now arriving, slows him up, but Samsung, maybe they just want to fight this one out. Twisted advance down
out of mana.
onto the Nautilus. He's down to about half HP. They throw out the depth charge, pops up toward JJ, but he is nice and safe in the back line, so looks like that's just going to be a TP advantage over to Samsung plus the Dragon.
At least Samsung wasn't overzealous that time. Haru clearly communicated he was
out
of mana.
They're
going for the Baron rotate.
Through. This is completely blind. They have a control ward inside the pit.
SKT haven't even sent a Hawk shot over.
Yeah, and this thing's down to half HP. The Mountain Drake already doing wonders for Samsung. SKT has no idea that this is happening. They throw out the Ash Hero, won't do a damn thing. Baron over to Samsung 24 minutes in. They more than make up for that shot calling blunder.
Yeah, the Trinket was on cooldown for Bang. Faker sent his instantly kill, but too late.
Just like that, they're going to go ahead and keep pushing forward. Maybe looking for that in him. Ash Hero comes out, pops, locks down Haru. He gets popped up by the depth charge. Down to half HP, but the shields from the Karma still keeping everybody relatively safe. Realm Warp coming through to the mid. Drag a couple minions in, but this is a bit of a botch here by Samsung. By the look of it, Crown Core JJ cut off from the rest of the team. Haru the collateral damage, not going to connect on the Faker, so he's still in the fight. Flash forward, though, is enough to finish him off. So far, a 1-for-1. Faker for Ruler. And Samsung, can they get more? Looks like the answer might be yes, as they chase down Wolf, but they're going to lose Core JJ as well. So a 2-for-2 in the end. Lots of turrets acquired by Samsung, but a really confusing play with the Realm Warp.
Yeah, the Realm Warp was put down. It felt like both the teammates weren't clear on the call. Half of them took it, half of them didn't. And then it was only a frontliner, an exposed backline for Samsung. But again, these are the kind of small mistake plays you can make when you are massively ahead. Peanut is completely anemic on the Elise with just a Leandries to go with his Runeglaive, and they'll keep chasing, but even Peanut's out of mana.
Yep.
Let them we expected.
Yep. Now speaking of fight, Faker going in, jumping on top of Ruler. He's going to be able to jump away with the Arcane Shift, pops the heal as well. Ash Hero coming through, connecting onto Cube in the front line, but look at how tanky the Maokai is. Just doesn't give a damn about anything that SK Telecom does. That's going to be Prophet going down the Nautilus, the first one to get picked off, and Samsung can just keep pushing down the mid lane.
Perfect gamed SKT once. It was either one turret or one kill, and no other objectives as Faker is going all in.
And he's going to jump into the back line. Shadow Assault comes through as he jumps in on the Ruler, but he's just got to get out of dodge immediately. Gets popped. The Wild Growth will come through the last second to keep him alive, but barely so. Through Shot Barrage will scrape him on the way back to the fountain, but Samsung will be able to knock down this third and final in him. How long do they want to stick around is going to be the question. Super Creeps coming in, empowered by Baron. Looks like Samsung want to go for the finish here at 33 minutes, but can they get it? Might be a bit of a risky play. Stick around. See how they go ahead and play this one. Outdredge line comes through, connects onto Haru, but there's going to be no follow-up from SKT. Haru pushing forward, just chunking out the Nautilus continuously. Now Cube going deep, Twisted Advance dragging him almost into the fountain as he locks down Bang. Has to start kiting back, Maelstrom's up, still has the Guardian Angel. It's popped up by that depth charge, still alive. as he will go ahead and come back up, but it doesn't matter. The Nexus goes down, and Samsung absolutely plow through Skt Telecom in Game 1.
And Samsung are peaking even earlier than they did last season when they finally got it together during the regional gauntlet, went all the way to the World Final. Well, they started about 2 weeks, maybe even a month early.
Or JJ going low, has to get the heal from Ruler to stay alive, flashes in, trying to get the slow, Bang going back in, Exhaust coming through. That's going to be Core JJ barely staying alive, and now Ruler and Haru arriving. Doesn't even need the help of the Elise, they just come up with a kill. First blood goes over to Samsung.
Now Wolf is waiting here, looking for a potential kill if they try to group put
by the Gromp. Might just have an exchange between the bot laners. Now they're coming through, Bang gonna get locked down, Exhaust comes down. We're trying to get some hits in. Q gonna miss from Core JJ. That's Stand United now used on the Wolf. Gets hit up by the Cocoon. Jump over the wall from Ruler. Nice repel in from Haru, dodging out. On the Shadow Dash, they draw him in with the Dredge line as Cube arrives. The depth charge coming in, pops him up. Dodge Field's gonna buy him a little bit of time, but the Double Stun comes through from Crown. Locks him down, and 2 more kills on the board for Samsung. Beautiful roam by the entire team.
That was some great mind games from both sides. SKT knew early that the Elise was coming, but they had the Shen ultimate.
Megatron Cloak plus a Lost Chapter being like the most gold efficient that you can get for those 3 items. Haru though getting jumped on, TP coming through from Cuvée. Haru's still relatively healthy as the Nautilus arrives.
Haru will be here first if this keeps going.
It's like Samsung might just have to hide this one back. They don't have a turret to retreat underneath. The Core JJ's going low. Up coming through from the Wild Growth as Peanut gets popped up. They're gonna flash away low on mana. Might not make it out of this one with his life. Gets taunted up, as does Core JJ as the charm connects, and 2 kills will go onto the board for Skt Telecom. Now Ruler in their sights, but Faker's gonna have to flash away as Crown tries to fire back, has the Ghost rolling, trying to push forward with the charm. Yet again, connects in, Haru goes forward, finds Faker with the Cocoon. Goes up with a repel, comes back down, and Ruler is able to take out Wolf, but Peanut leaps in, gets rid of the Syndra. Now Samsung have to go full retreat mode. Multiple kills coming through from Peanut in the fight, and Ruler just desperately trying to trade back, but he has to play this one so cautiously if he wants to stick around. Can't push forward, and a major win goes over to is the deficit. So in a good spot, Faker though dashing forward, looking for Crown, has Stand United coming through. Charm not going to connect, but the taunt does from Prophet. They should just be able to wail away at the Syndra. They get the kill. They take him out, but can they exit? Core JJ getting the root down onto Faker. Cocoon lands as well, and the turret is targeting him out. While Growth will keep him alive for a little bit longer. There's no other collapse coming through from Samsung, so Faker makes it out with his life.
Yeah, really nice dive there. So I think you can do on a Syndra, no flash, and honestly, even with flash, Faker fishing for a pick.
If he can get flashes and finds a charm on the Ruler, the shield from Core JJ. Not gonna do anything. They even commit to Stand United just to keep Faker alive, but now 5 members might help out. Cube coming into the backside, goes in, depth charge down onto Bang. Big pop up on the multiple members of the Dragon onto Faker. Wild Growth comes through, but it's not going to be enough to keep him alive. He goes down, TP burned down by Prophet. And that, yeah, they're going to go ahead and hightail their way over to this Baron. The ping's coming through. There's no vision inside the pit, no scrying orbs available. They start this up. Can SKT stop this take?
Crown still has the unleashed power, so he's the one goaltending. Let's watch Peanut.
Ashar comes through, flash away, not going to connect onto anybody yet. So just trying to zone them out. Peanut in the back of the pit. Can they stop the seal from coming through? Leaps into the pit. Baron still relatively healthy. Goes slow. Spike comes through, and it's going to be Haru picking it up. He goes through with the repel, comes back down, just trying to get himself out, and he'll be able to do so successfully as Ruler dashes forward, finds a kill onto Bang. They follow up with one onto Wolf. The ace about to happen as Ruler goes over the wall. A triple kill for the Ezreal, and Baron over to Samsung.
Ace over to Samsung. Like you said, they can even ride the Baron buff into the base if possible. Ari is alive. Ruler on the outskirts of the fight finally commits at the perfect time compared to the last fight where he was left frustrated with 4 low health members. This time the tank wall stays alive. This time Samsung is going to take down at minimum 2 inner turrets. They do have some option to dive. They have Elise to drop aggro and Cuvée.
Oh, Wolf getting locked down. Redemption coming through. Can it heal him in time? Not going to happen. Ruler finds the kill. Nice engage by Cuvée. Finding the dredge line. The last inner turret falls. Recall has to come through from Prophet. Does not have that Stand United anymore. Peanut getting locked down. Depth charge coming through, but Ruler gets caught up with the Ash Arrow. That's going to delay him jumping in and DPSing down these remaining members of Samsung. If you're able to dash out, has the Spirit Rush available. Takes himself back to the fountain, but the base is being broken by Samsung in him. Going down 27 minutes. How long do they want to stick around?
Juve's so smart, tanking up and instead of
Do they
letting
go
the
for
minions
this?
tank up, you're not trying to try.
It's 4 seconds left on Wolf, still has the Wild Growth, but the first Nexus hurt. He's already gone down. Peanut getting caught up at the dredge line.
Dead.
Big Shadow Dash comes through from Prophet, but he has to get out of dodge. Wild Growth goes through onto him, keeping the Shen alive. And Samsung, they might have to peel back out of this one unless they can find more picks. Ruler dashing forward, not able to kill off the Shen. He makes it back to the fountain. That will be the disengage from Samsung, but they get so much off of that push.
Only now a chance to gasp for air. So close to get another pick there. The minion wave comes in. It's 5v3.
Nexus starts standing in their way. Can they find it? Peanut ripped down to half HP. Has to get himself back to the fountain and heal up. He's gonna stick around actually. Faker dashing in, looking for a pick, but he's just not able to find it. Makes it into the zone. His redemption comes down. He won't need the heal. Depth charge comes through, pops up he and Prophet, but they should still be able to make it out. But the Nexus has been exposed. Samsung, I think they've just done it. The 2-0 victory over Skt Telecom, their second loss in the split. And Samsung Galaxy makes such a statement for themselves to be meeting SKT in the grand final.
And it's the sort of statement that can be obfuscated. If you're an SKT fan, you can rationalize this. We're still probably going to be first. We're still probably going to be waiting in the final. But that creeping doubt will be there, Achilles. The narrative hooks will be there because SKT on this day was second best and then some to Samsung Galaxy. And if we see this as our grand final of the LCK, the most recent data point will say, maybe Samsung can do it.
And it's just rough stuff here for Skt Telecom. Their second 0-2 loss of the split, second match loss that they've suffered.
But you can brush away the Afrika one. It was a while ago.
Yeah.
The lineup was still learning,
But
etc.,
this-
etc. It's very hard to brush this one away. You could say, what about Huni? But Prophet recently has looked like the more reliable of the top laners. You could ask about Blank, but that shouldn't even be a consideration given how good Peanut has been recently.